Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to mount secrets from AWS Secret Manager to EKS cluster. I will be using CSI AWS driver for retrieving secrets from Secret Manager. I've prepared some files, manifest, which I show you and go through every of them, and we will deploy our application. So the first one, namespace. I can specify the name of our namespace, which we will be using for storing our pods and deployments. I will stick with Helm demo. The next one is deployment. It's the description of our application which we will be using. I will use Flask application, and the name Helm demo app. So here we can see that we specify the same name in mesh label and the same in app name, but you can choose your own. So here's my Docker file and Docker image. It's simple Python which installs some dependencies and install requirements, and then just run Flask. So we mount volume here. Volume mounts from secret store. Firstly, it's mount on node, and after that it mounts on pod. As you see here, I'm using secret store CSI driver for AWS. It's called secrets example. I will show you how to do it. So in secrets YAML, which is next file, we need to specify secret store CSI IP version, and it's a custom resource, so we need to specify kind secret provider class. After that, we need to specify our name, which we will use in our deployment file under the volume attributes and secret provider class, which should be the same as in secrets YAML. I specify provider AWS, and I need the parameters and objects which we will retrieve from Secret Manager. I found one cool feature from this secret store CSI. I can specify object alias, and the data will be stored in this file. So I don't need any other manipulation with bash and command line to change the name of our file if needed. Object type should be secrets manager, and object name the same as in secret manager. So the next one is service. It's simple not port for exposing deployment and application to the network. I will use the same name as in deployment. Config map I used previously. I don't think that it's the most secure way to store your credentials, so I come up with ideas that I need to store them in my secret manager. I've created simple readme file with source documentation and steps which we will need to deploy secret manager. Firstly, we need to deploy a secret store driver and install also the AWS provider for it. We can simply do this by these commands. I already done it, so I won't do this again. After that, we need a policy for IAM, which will tell you that, which will tell CSI that you can get secrets value and describe secrets from secret manager. That's all. The third step will be to create provider for IAM, so your cluster will be able to use this policy. If you already done it, you don't need it, just run it once. The next step is to create IAM service account. It can be done using this command, and now I'll show you how to do it, because this step I haven't done yet. Just copy it and fill with variables. I use in lens, and I should now see somewhere there IAM secret access control service account, and it's here. We can use it probably now. So I-f, yes, this command. Firstly, we create in namespace, after that config map, secrets, service and deployment, and ingress we don't need. I forgot to specify the namespace. Demo. After that, as we can see here, we can make a port forwarding to our local port. And see that everything works, and we can see our secrets mounted in our pods. We specified that it should be mounted here on mount path. It's usually this path, but you can specify your own. cd into mount. We can see here our secrets from secret store. That's all. Everything will be available on my GitHub repository. You can check it out and feel free to take what you need.